chosen ones, along your journey, you're going to come across people that are going to turn out to be competing with you. So when a person is competing with you, what they do, they will downplay what you're doing, or they will downsize your efforts, and then you're going to see them doing the same thing. Let's say, for example, let me give you an example. They don't like the car that you bought. Oh, that car, why did you buy the BMW? That car, is this or is that or whatever. After a few months, you're going to see them, they are driving the same car. And it can apply to so many different areas in your life, where you're going to realize that it feels like people are competing with you. You see, one of the things that many people don't understand about a chosen one, a chosen person is a work in progress. A chosen one is a person that wakes up and their intention is not to bring down anybody else, is not to hurt other people. Their only intention is to be better than they was yesterday, to be a better person than they was yesterday. So it's a journey of growth, development. It's a journey to mentor or even better yourself in so many different ways. Whether it's just emotionally, whether it is just you're on a healing journey, weight loss journey, spiritual journey, different ones. You are going to realize the chosen ones you have released, because you see, a chosen person, when you continue to heal, you kind of, in a major way, not even kind of, step outside of the ego, okay? So you no longer do things by force. I have to do this, I have to do this. You drag yourself, you push, you punish yourself. No, it doesn't work like that. You will show up. You will not abandon yourself. But still, you realize you're on a journey to develop and improve yourself. A couple of years, I think it could be a year ago or so, I started running into, somebody wrote me and told me that there's this guy who seems to be copying your videos. I said, okay. Now, I didn't read it pretty much, because I know everybody's doing their own thing somewhere, so I'm not even bothered. You do your own thing, I do my own. I'm in my lane. But then I realized that actually, this particular individual was very, very seriously copying my things, copying my stuff. They was copying my content. Their whole channel, entire videos was about my channel. Titles the same. My style of presentation, this and that, everything was very similar. So that's when I started to understand that I had somebody who was trying to steal my stuff, my content, okay? That is some kind of destiny swap. When you come into a person, when you run into a person who is trying to do things like you, move like you, date the same kind of women, sleep in the same kind of hours, wear the same clothes, trying to make your lifestyle theirs. Not only are they making it theirs, they're actually almost 80-90% copying everything from you. That's when you know that you're dealing with the destiny swapper. Now, that is an example of a person that actually doesn't like you. And this thing is happening on a subconscious level. Even in most cases, they're not even aware of it. They're doing it subconsciously, because you see, one of the things with a chosen one, when you do things, you make it look too easy. You know, the way you do things, what you do, the way you move, your level of intelligence, it makes everything look too easy. And for the people that have not done the work, they can barely recognize that as much as you present yourself a certain way, you have already done the background work. So what they do, because those are people, individuals who are not willing to walk their own path in their own way, in their own authentic truth. So what they do, they cut it shorter. So they start to steal things from you. They steal your ideas. You open up a shop somewhere, maybe you're selling vegetables or fruits. You're going to see that same person. They have come to compete with you. There's another shop in a in a couple of feet. They have put up the same shop as you, and they are selling the exact things that you do. And sometimes they're even going to take it to the next level, whereby they're even going to make their products cheaper so that they can outcompete you. So if you have not seen this already, I'm preparing you because I know it's going to happen. But there's a lot of people that don't understand. A chosen person has done the work. The reason why they don't understand this is because you have been working in silence. So when you're doing your work on yourself, you don't go around shouting at, you know. So you don't go around like shouting or screaming at everybody. You don't go around shouting and screaming at everyone, showing them that you're doing the work. You do it in silence, and you come to a place emotionally whereby you have actually fully aligned with your path, with the craft, whatever it is you're doing, and that's where you begin to flow naturally. Okay, you flow. Back in the days when I was starting, I used to do some little bit of scripting. You know, maybe I could forget this. I write it down on the paper. So sometimes when I'm doing a video, maybe you could see me looking somewhere and this, okay, that's what I wrote. I would want to forget it. I could mention it on the video. But as the time went on, I learned how to flow. Okay, so for me, the only thing I need, what subject I want, or do I want to talk about, press the record, and I'll flow. So people watch you all look at you and they think it's too easy. They don't know how to take the long path. They want a shortcut. They want the easy way. And it is always going to be until they reach a certain direction and they are going to kind of like, because you see, when you plug in too much into a person's energy, you reach a certain point whereby it's going to start taking a toll on you because you're running somebody else's race. From the beginning, ever since you started, you chose to run someone else's race. Along the journey, you're realizing that you're no longer yourself. You cannot even recognize yourself because you've been moving in somebody else's shoes. And sometimes the shoes, oftentimes, most times, they are too heavy and you feel like you're dragging 1 foot at a time. It feels like it's taking the soul out of you. That is because you hopped onto a path that isn't yours. You've just decided to copy somebody that have already been doing the work on themselves. So for you, it's easy work. You know, it's like, for example, you just come to the table, the dinner's already served. You know, for the spokes, for the folks are there, everything. You just start eating. So you don't even know the preparation, what has been behind the scenes. You just come and start eating straight away. So that is kind of a scenario I could paint in this scenario. So most of the times you're going to see people that are really, really trying to compete with you. There's a difference between inspiration. I've been on my journey and I've got people that have inspired me. That, okay, that's a direction you can go. So for them, they was like pointing me towards the road, but they didn't want to drag me and walk that road by force. It was me who used to say, okay, if they show me that's the direction I could go, I could now start to do something as well. But not in the sense whereby it would get to that level of desperation where I would even start to copy my mentors. I never copied anyone. I didn't imitate or copy anyone. I had done my own thing from day one. Maybe every now and then there was a subject I could have seen, maybe a random channel, and I say, oh, I know about that. Maybe it's about a discard. Oh, I know about this subject. So now I would remember, having gone through that same experience, then I would maybe create a video, but I wouldn't copy completely what the other person is saying because I had my own experience that I would use to deliver a message. So that is exactly what happens with people. People, they think that you are competing with them. They think that you are outshining them. Some even think that you don't deserve the spot. Many of the people don't think that you deserve the spot. They think that you don't deserve the spot, you know? So they want to come and bring you down and take you out of your spot. That's what happens with these people. Because you make things look too easy. The moment you fully align with your path, you're going to reach an extent, a point whereby you're going to make things look too easy. And people are trying very hard to make sure that they outshine you, they outcompete you. It's like their spirit, their demons are fighting with you. You don't understand. Sometimes they're talking behind your back. They criticize you for everything that you do, only for you to find out a couple of days, weeks later, they're doing the same thing. And they're not going to give you credit. They will not be around, okay, listen, yeah, thank you for inspiring me, this and this. They will never really give you the credit. But they just want to take what you have from you. So those are kind of energy vampirism. They're stealing your energy. Those are the kind of individuals. A person that creates by copying and imitating someone else, they're not a creator. So that journey, it means that you're stepping into an energy that is not yours. It is going to drain you, the soul out of you. At some point, you're going to realize you cannot actually catch up with this because these people are running a race. They are running their own race. They're taking their time. There are some days I could decide I'm not going to record anything. I just chill. But then it doesn't mean that I've completely abandoned my path. I may just decide to take a break, a couple of days or two, And then, of course, I'm going to eventually come back after a few days and get back on my path, you know. But there is people who think, oh, this person, oh, they're stalking you, They are coming onto your platforms. Maybe you're running a Facebook, maybe you're running a YouTube, maybe you're running a TikTok, and they're coming on your platform. They want to have an update. What did he say today? What can I copy? They're just coming there to feed energy vampires. They're not waking up to create. They're waking up to steal something that somebody else has already done, There can only be one creator, Yes, we understand there are people who imitate. Like sometimes you hear the Chinese, they do imitate these brands and what. Sometimes they make these a lookalike of a Bentley, a lookalike of a Range Rover, a lookalike of something. But again, at the end of the day, it's going to have its own signature. Original remains original because the original creator, they're the ones with the blueprint. They have got the original blueprint. So whatever it is you're trying to do is just a copy. And it's just going to be a matter of time before people realize they've been dealing with a copy. So people compete with you because, number one, they think you don't deserve your spot. Number two, they are jealous of you, your achievements, without realizing how much work have you been putting into your craft. Stuff like that. But at the end of the day, chosen ones, you realize that you're running your own race. You're in your own lane. You're not copying anyone. You're just in your own zone, running your own race. You're not bothered with whoever and whatever it is they're doing. You're just doing your own thing. That is one of the things that many people will never understand, especially the people that don't want to do the work. Okay? So it's a motivation video for today. A lot of you guys, you're going to meet this thing along your journey. You're going to see copycats coming out of nowhere, doing things like you, copying you, stealing from you and stuff. But the only thing that is going to keep you moving is going to be true and authentic to yourself. Staying in your lane, doing your own thing, putting in that work, you see the results. The guys that don't like you, jealous of you, whatever, they steal, or even sometimes they bring down your stuff, don't worry about them. They are going to, they cannot catch up because subconsciously you're running at a pace that they cannot catch up. So the only way they can try to catch up with you is by copying what you do, but they are going to fall off the path because that's not the original path. So it's been a motivational video. I don't know what you guys think. Let us know in the comments below. You already know I do love and appreciate your support. Please book a session. You may donate or support my channel if you want to. Everything you need, you will find it in the description below. And until then, I'll see you guys in my next one. Denzomos signing out. Much love and blessings. Peace.